Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Well, this is the Wednesday, July 31st edition of our video devotionals. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope your Wednesday is going well. It is the middle part of the work week. It's the end of the month of July. Hard to believe that, of course. And then Wednesday evening church time for many of us. So please attend if at all possible. We're going to be in Song of Solomon chapter 3 today. We're going to be in verses 1 through 8. We'll kind of briefly just kind of touch on verses 1 through 6, then emphasize verses 7 and 8. So if it is your custom to get your Bible, please do that. Otherwise, we appreciate all of you who watch, and thank you so very much, okay? All right, notice this. By night on my bed, I sought him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. I will rise now and go about the city and the streets, and in the broad ways I will seek him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. The watchmen that go about the city found me, to whom I said, Saw ye him whom my soul loveth? It was but a little that I passed from them, but I found him whom my soul loveth. I held him and would not let him go, until I had brought him into my mother's house, and into the chamber of her that conceived me. I charge you, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, by the roes and by the hinds of the field, that ye stir not up, nor awake my love till he please. Who is this that cometh out of the wilderness like pillars of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense, with all powders of the merchant? Now there's verses 1 through 6. Let's stop here just a moment. Obviously a love story between a woman and a man. And we'll find out probably this is probably King Solomon, a dignitary at the very least, a prince perhaps, but it very well could be Solomon. But the point is, here's someone that's greatly in love, and they're in love with each other. And you see to the extent that she was looking for him, and finally they found each other, and just powerful language here. So we're talking about this great love. I think it's also a picture, the book is, these 8 chapters of God's love for us and our love for him. I get that. But notice verses 7 and 8 here. Behold his bed, which is Solomon's. 80 valiant men are about it, of the valiant of Israel. They all hold swords, being expert in war. Every man hath his sword upon his thigh, because of fear in the night. Now, this is not just a story of love, it's a story about the love and protection in this case right here. We're talking about someone that says, I love my man here, okay? And I think the appreciation of the protection that was there, this security detail, as we would say, was certainly something that was a great comfort for someone who loves this individual here. Now, think about what's been going on in the last, 3 weeks or so. You know, the attempted assassination attempt of President Trump, and now the focus is on the security details, Secret Service, the local law enforcement, all of that. Where were the failures? What was going on? Was there enough personnel? So they're digging into it. Congressional hearings and a lot of things going on here. All right, so we think about protection here, and we think about protection on this very high level for this individual. In this case, President Trump, former president, very well may be the next president of the United States. I don't think there's any place in the world he could go where someone wouldn't know him. And we're just saying there's a lot of protection. Now, there's a lot of people who love him, of course. There's a lot of people that does not want him to have bodily harm, besides the fact we as Americans, or I guess anybody in the world, should not want any dignitary, any head of state to be assassinated. I think that makes perfect sense, right? But there is this emotion and affection, this closeness that would come with people that love individuals, and they would want them protected. So that being said, notice here verses 7. Or here's where this individual sleeps, this person that's loved. The Bible says 80. You know what 80 is? That's 60. 60 valiant men stand about this person, possibly King Solomon, to make sure there's nothing that's going to happen to this individual while they're sleeping. In fact, it says in verse 8, every man hath his sword upon his thigh, because of fear in the night. So in other words, 60. You imagine that's a pretty secure detail. Could you imagine a room that would hold 60 people standing about as someone sleeps and they're greatly protected? Not just anybody that's protecting them. The Bible says here they're experts. They're expert in war. They're battle proven. I think they're courageous. I think they love the person they're protecting. Valiant. So what I'm saying is when you love someone that much, then you want that kind of protection. Now, here's just a couple of things I wrote down here in terms of people that protect us, law enforcement. I believe they love law and order, but I believe they love the citizens in which they serve. I believe that. How about soldiers? They love their country. They love freedom. They love all of that. But I believe they love the people, the citizens to whom they protect. And thank God for that. And that's why there's such a high regard for people like that, because they put themselves in harm's way. They protect us, and we love them. And I believe they love us. So the idea here about loving someone and wanting that person to be protected. As I close this out, I believe there's people that watch this, including myself. I can only speak for some men that I know, but I know there's some men that if someone was to break into their home and try to hurt their loved ones that they love, their spouse and or children, then guess what? I know there's men that are very, very well prepared to protect and help the people that they love. And I think that's proper and right. I think God protects his own. There's no doubt about that. He loves us, and there's that protection. But I just thought hearing this story of people that love each other, that there's an emphasis here upon the protection of that person that's loved. I think that's a good thing, and we should want that. And if you're the kind of person well, I should say the kind of person, I believe if you are the person that loves whoever you love, then the protection aspect is something that I think you value, appreciate, and probably try to maintain because of that great love for them. Thank God does that for us. But I think in this story here, there's an aspect of love, protecting those that you love. All right. Well, we're going to stop right there. Hope you have a great day, safe day, healthy day, and all of that. And Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow on Thursday, August the 1st. Again, hard to believe, I know, but have a great day.